I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another review, and this is a request for Felix. Thank you so much to everyone out there who has sent in requests through PayPal or through Patreon. I really appreciate that. If anyone's ever interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, movie review, movie topic, whatever, again, you can send it either directly to my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. If not, no worries, but if so, thank you so much. Now, I have reviewed the other Toy Story films, so now I get to Toy Story 4. And to be honest, I think it's one of the best of the franchise, Toy Story 4. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was a much more satisfying ending. I didn't mind Toy Story 3, but this ending I thought was better. I really did. I thought it was a better, more satisfying ending. I thought the Little Bo Peep character that we saw prevalently in the first one, and then in the second kind of pushed to the side, and the third was completely gone. It was nice to see that character come back, voiced by Annie Potts. Didn't realize it was her, or at least I forgot. I'm not sure if she voiced it in the first one. Tom Hanks comes back as Woody. Tim Allen comes back as Buzz Lightyear. I had thought this had some nice emotional moments. When she goes and Woody has a moment where he could leave, but he's got to stay for the kid Andy. It's a flashback, like 9 years ago or so. And the two say goodbye and leave. Then the movie takes place after Toy Story 3, where all the characters are with this little girl who's going to kindergarten, and she makes this little toy out of a spork named Forky, who keeps wanting to go in the trash, and Woody has to keep stopping it. So they go on this RV trip. Forky jumps off, Woody jumps after him, and pretty much Woody teaching Forky, you're a toy, you're this and that. Trying to get back in the town, trying to get back to his RV, and where all the other characters are at. And then this antique place. Well, hey, maybe he recognizes something, Woody recognizes something, goes in. And I thought the introduction, like the new characters, were fun to see, were fun to watch. You had this doll named Gabby, which seems as if it'd just be a typical villain, but there's more to her because of her sense of wanting to belong to an actual little girl, because she's like a dolly little girl. Her voice box is damaged. Granted, she's bitchy because she's trying to steal Woody's voice box, you know, the pull in the string thing, without his permission. So, to be honest, when they help her in the third act, I'd be like, fuck her, fuck the bitch. She tried to literally rip you apart, like, fuck her, you know. But hey, what can you do? But ultimately, I thought I actually did feel for the Gabby character and that she isn't that bad, and the moment where she finds a kid, it was actually pretty sweet, so I thought that was nicely done. The other new characters, Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman. I thought that was a lot of fun, being a big Keanu Reeves fan. That was fun to see play out. A lot of the action that plays out in the NT shop, but that was a nice, it's weird to say nice location animation, but that was nice. The villains, well, at one point villains, they're these ventriloquist type of dolls, which are creepy anyway. I thought that was nicely animated, where you think there's one, then all of a sudden there's two, all of a sudden there's three. They're coming out of the woodwork. But yeah, Lobo Peep is there and decides to help Woody. She gets to help a Duke Kaboom, Keanu Reeves character. That was fun. Also, Buzz Lightyear. At least it felt like Buzz had a little bit more to do here compared to, say, Toy Story 3. Like, Toy Story 3, he had nothing to do. Here, he has a little bit more to do. I still find it weird that Buzz Lightyear never got as much center stage as he did in the first film. I guess after the first film, I was assumed to be their equal billing, but they're not. It really is Woody and then Buzz. So I guess I figured one of these films would have Buzz take the lead, but they never did, so well. But like I said, it felt like he had more to do here compared to Toy Story 3. Because he's the one out there looking for Woody and then meets these two characters, which is T and Peele actually. Keegan-Michael T and Jordan Peele as Dutty and Bunny. I thought those were fun. They were cute looking stuffed animal characters. T and Peele, I thought did a good job voicing them. They got some laughs out of me, like their plan. And each time they say their plan is to jump on this old lady's face and attack her. Okay, plan 2 is the same thing. Then plan 3, it's this long scene where they follow her home and then they attack her. So they got some chuckles out of me. There's a scene later on where they got laser beams and then they're bigger and bigger, but then you realize they're just imagining it and they're making the sound effects pew, pew. And the other characters will look at them, they leave, and then Keanu Reeves' character's like, do you guys have laser beams in your eyes? And they look at each other like, yeah. And then Keanu Reeves, of course, goes, whoa. So I thought that was fun, that was cute. The chase scenes were well done, whether it be in the antique sequence with there's this cat that they're being chased by. I thought it had some good emotion to it. I thought the ending to this was, because I didn't give a fuck about the Andy kid in Toy Story 3. Maybe that's why. I didn't give a fuck about Andy the kid. So him giving the toys away to the girl, I'm like, whatever, fuck Andy. Here, though, it really centered on the main characters, where I thought this was even more touching, where Woody decides, well, spoiler alert, Woody decides to stay with Bo Peep and be a lost toy, live with them and Keanu Reeves and the other characters. And I like the fact that you get the idea they live in this carnival and they're helping toys find kids, whether they're part of this game at a carnival and they rig it so that the kids win the toys. So I thought that was nice. And when Woody and Buzz hugged, I thought it was very nice moment between the characters. And the way it ends I thought was perfect, because one of them, as they're leaving, one says infinity and then Woody goes and beyond. I thought that was rather touching. So yeah, I just thought it was a more sincere, like people always talk about, oh, Toy Story 3 ending. I think this is a more effective ending. I think it's a much better ending. And it just went at a fast pace for me. The story I was interested in. Bringing back this little Bo Peep character from the first movie. That was a nice touch. But they didn't make her a fucking SJW. Fuck men. I hate a men. I'm fit to fuck a men. You know, that type of shit. Like, part of me was afraid of. Again, the new characters like T and Peele's and Keanu Reeves characters were fun to watch. and they got their moments to shine. The terrace, the carnival location, as well as the antique, I thought they were nice, visually pleasing locations for these toys to be in. And like you said, Mood had a good pace, had a good heart to it. The little forky thing, at first I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this about? But, you know, it grew on me. And it was a means to an end, and I was fine with it. It's sad that people, like, they do have Jim Varney's voice, but it's just lines from the previous films that they put in there, and it's not too many. So it's sad that people like Jim Varney's no longer with us. They don't have... I don't think they have Mr. and Miss Potato Head. I don't think they... If they did, I didn't notice it. I don't think so. I really didn't have much issues with this one. I actually think I enjoy this so much. This might be my favorite Toy Story movie. I enjoyed it that much. I enjoyed it that much. Like, this one and the first one, I think, are the best ones. Actually, try to think of Toy Story 2. I guess really, I didn't hate any of the Toy Stories. It's funny. I watched them and review them for this request. Ended up being this franchise that I did overall like and enjoy if I stopped stuttering. So, not a bad movie. Not a bad movie at all. It had a good heart to it. Some moments that made me chuckle, especially the Key and Peele stuff. Always nice to see Keanu, or hear Keanu. The villain, I don't think she deserved. Part of me thinks it's this weird thing where I get where I keep calling the villain, but where she was coming from, but she was doing it the wrong way, and part of me is like, she doesn't deserve. But at the same time, I thought they worked around it decent. I don't know, I'm a bit unsure about that. I'm a bit unsure if she deserved her reward, so to speak, if that made sense. But the moment that it happened, I thought was done well, where there's this kid that's crying and able to find this kid and help her feel better. So maybe the way that was done made me ease up on the previous events. But then it's probably like, well, you did almost kill Woody, so fuck you, bitch. But I'm in between on that mindset. But the ending was really sweet. The Lobo Peep stuff and Woody, that was nice that they brought that back from the first movie. The new characters were entertaining. Moved at a good pace. Didn't think it was boring. The animation is still crisp and nice and great looking, Pixar level. I mean, it is Pixar, but no disappointments on the animation front. At the beginning, you have that song, "You Got a Friend in Me." Overall, solid film. It's a nice Toy Story 3. I'm like, okay, like this I thought was much better than. I didn't hate Toy Story 3, but I thought this was much better. I really did. So, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.